there, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Angie and I'm a chemist who loves makeup. So today's video is gonna get a little bit ranty, make it a little loud. What else is new? And that is because today we're gonna be talking about some things that Drunk Elephant founder Tiffany Matterson said recently in a trade magazine, in which she's trying to steer the brand away from that clean beauty label, which makes me feel all sorts of ways. So the article is from Cosmetics Business Magazine, which is a trade magazine, and the headline read, in quotes, "We need to stop talking about being clean. Drunk Elephant founder on life with Shiseido." So this article is behind a very pricey paid subscription that I'm not willing to pay for, but I did find a summary in Swedish because I've only seen this mentioned in this trade magazine. I haven't seen any sort of mainstream publications discuss this at all. And really the only people I've seen talking about it are from Cosmetic Science Twitter, not from a consumer perspective. Cosmetic Science Twitter isn't really happy with this. And mostly because this highlights how a brand who was founded on clean beauty, who was founded on trying to remove nasty, toxic ingredients from your life, has profited greatly off of this and is now backing away from that image. The quote I translated from the Swedish Summary said, "I try to distance myself from the concept because we all strive to be safe and clean. My brand's uniqueness is not that it's clean, but that we've avoided 6 ingredients that can cause problem for the skin. The suspicious 6, we'll get into those later. And it's not dangerous, but they're just ingredients that can disrupt the skin." And the only reason why she seems to be speaking on this and speaking this way now is because they were bought out by Shiseido for $865 million. So why does this irk me? Why am I bothered? So clean beauty has no regulated definition, and even if anything, companies who do try to define it are very vague about it. Is removing harmful chemicals, which doesn't really say anything, doesn't really define what they consider as a harmful chemical, other than a list of things that they decided to ban. And this is a brand who's profited greatly off of this clean beauty hype, because clean beauty preys on customers' fears and the idea that people want to live a healthy life, want to do better for themselves, want to do better for their skin. Clearly not trying to back away from this, because they still have the clean beauty sale at Sephora, and this article is not mentioned on the press section of their website. So they're clearly not trying to highlight that they're trying to move away from this, or that the founder wants to move away from this label. And this took over the cosmetic science community because this is what scientists have been saying for a while. Claims by clean beauty brands are unsubstantiated, that there's pseudoscience or weak science to back up their claims. One instance is this whole demonization of parabens, and parabens have been demonized due to this one study in which the findings and the conditions surrounding this study were not properly communicated, and those who are trying to properly communicate it are not out in the main media. And since people were told they shouldn't want parabens, customers are asking to not have parabens in their product. Therefore, companies are taking it out because this is what customers say they want, whether or not it's scientifically accurate. And the reason why this preys on customers is because most customers don't have the background in which they know which sources to look for. They know what to look for in these sources. And realistically, a lot of customers just freaking don't have time. So when a company tells you their product is good because of X, their product is clean, their product is whatever, you're trusting that company to look out for you, and now you're gonna assume these other companies are not looking out for you. That's not on the customers, and hopefully this video helps educate you as customer. So now that this brand has now gained the trust of these customers based on this label, they now don't want that label. They've gotten enough customers using that kind of marketing, now they don't need to use it anymore. On their website, they claim that these 6 ingredients are throwing your skin out of its balanced state. Not that you have a skin type. They say ignore your skin type that you believe you had. If you remove silicones, essential oils, fragrances / dyes, drying alcohol, SLS, and chemical / synthetic sunscreens. And this will solve your skincare problems. So that's a lot of promise for people. People who are having skincare problems are gonna go towards that. And I don't see any science that they provide on why they feel this way, and I'm not gonna try to rebut all of their claims at this moment. And on their website, when you look at the ingredients list on their products, they have a longer list of what is not in their products than what's in their products. And I think it's important rather to focus on what's in your products instead of what's not in your products, especially because if you were to break down this list First of all, and these lists drive me nuts because usually these not formulated with lists, either they're ingredients that companies aren't using anyway, or for instance, 1,4-dioxane. You will not find 1,4-dioxane listed on any ingredient list. And that is because nobody is adding this as an ingredient. It is a contaminant. And there are actually levels in place that below this level, it is considered to be safe. Currently, the level is 10 ppm. That's the regulation in many, many countries. That's what people practice here. And that has been shown to be safe as far as we know. New York and California, I believe, that's trying to push it down to 1 ppm. And that isn't because your products aren't safe. That is because they're trying to control the levels in the water, which isn't even actually due to cosmetic products. It's due to poor practices way back in the day that are still affecting water levels today. Cosmetics just get targeted frequently when trying to introduce regulations like this. So the second ingredient that was on this list that kind of irked me was toluene. So toluene is only really useful in nail polishes. I've never seen it in makeup. I've never seen it in skincare. It really only serves a purpose as part of a nail polish formula. So it seems misleading to me to say that your product doesn't contain toluene, when in fact, toluene would serve no purpose in your products. They make skincare products. They're not making nail polish. If a company that makes nail polish says they don't want to use it, that's a different story. That's why, as a customer, try to take these lists with a grain of salt, because these lists are long and they're scary looking, but most of those ingredients you probably wouldn't find in your products anyway for a different number of reasons. So that being said, Drunk Elephant has profited greatly and has been at the forefront of this clean beauty movement. So their products are very pricey, and I don't like that they use this kind of fear-mongering tactic to obtain customers. And now that they've been bought out by Shiseido, they've had to kind of back away from that image. By saying that you're clean and that's the better product, now you're saying that other brands they own that may contain some of these ingredients, Buxom, Bare Minerals, NARS, Laura Mercier, that these products are unsafe to customers. I believe that's why on the Sephora clean list that most of those brands are more independent brands. A lot of them aren't owned by bigger parent companies that own a lot of brands, because at the end of the day, clean is just a marketing term. And there are a lot of beauty brands out there, so companies have to market themselves differently. So if you can get that seal by Sephora that says you're clean, that's a really good marketing tactic for you. And brands probably have had to give a cut of their money to appear on that Clean by Sephora list. That's why brands like Anastasia, Too Faced, Tarte, Urban Decay, they don't have to meet these standards because they don't need, that's not the way that they're trying to market themselves. I do enjoy a lot of brands that identify themselves as clean beauty brands, and to be honest, if I were to cut out all brands that had some sort of ingredient marketing that I didn't agree with, I probably would not have a lot of brands to use, let's just say. I hope that from this video you take away that even these clean beauty brands don't hold a lot of importance to that label, and that this is a marketing tactic. Maybe don't focus so much on finding brands that call themselves clean. If you want more information on this, I'm gonna link down below some podcasts that are cosmetic scientists or people very strongly involved in the cosmetic industry that make a lot of good points and speak on these things a lot. And by sharing these sources with you, I hope that these are some more what I would consider good sources of information about things like this. And I hope that this helps kind of redirect people who have been misinformed. And if you did learn something today, please give this video a like and make sure you hit the subscribe button so we can talk about more topics like this, dive into products a lot, about the things that make up products. And with that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.